What is going on, everybody? Blessed Eternal here. I am back on Renegades. Hope your day is going very well. I decided to take upon myself to work on a project that has been long overdue, if for no other purpose but to feed some villagers. So, that's kind of what I am going to be working on here today. The first thing that I need to do for this, we have two zombie spawners fairly close together. And we have our stairs, our ladder, whatever you want to call it, come down right here. So the first thing I need to do is to be able to identify where the ladder would be. Which I think should be, okay, so that's where the ladder should be. And that means it will be right here. But what I need to do is keep in mind that these things are going to spawn pretty much. It's going to be one spot, I believe, above the spawner. And it's two spots below, or it's one spot below and two spots above. Either way, we're going to be leaving a little bit of space up top. We're going to put a slab on top of the spawner just to make sure that that's dealt with. Heck, for that matter, we could probably just put a pillar up there. Whatever the case, we're going to try to make sure that nothing can spawn on the spawner. We're going to go 2 up, so this will be the roof level. And because of which, this is going to be a huge roof. Because what we are going to do is we are going to funnel both of these spawners into the same chamber. And that's going to require a little bit of creativity. But hey, it can be done. For now, though, it's going to require a lot of manual labor like this. Crap. Are you going to be able to spin up? Yes, you can. I never even noticed. Yes, I do have the NEI lighting grid currently up. That way I can see what is going on. I might be wrong, but you might be able to spawn over in that corner. So let's see here. If this is the height we're going to do it. Come on. So that's going to be the ceiling height. So everything above that needs to be knocked out. Or above where I am, rather. Everything below that point needs to be knocked out. And that means I'm probably going to end up with a ton of cobble. And let's do this. I have no idea exactly how I plan on doing this yet. I'll probably just end up doing some kind of a standard water trap or something like that to funnel them all together and go from there. Now, the thing about it is these guys can spawn up to, I believe it's a 9x9 area. Well, it's technically like an 8x9, but then you need to look at a certain position of the spawner and stuff like this, and I don't feel like doing that. So that means that it's going to have to be 9x9 around this one, but that means that the one down here is going to extend out that way further than it needs to, and this one is going to extend out that way a little bit further than it needs to as well. But here's the thing. We can't really extend this one this way, because we have the ladders. Now, that being said, we could probably do... This is not 100% safe down here. But probably what we could do is to knock out up here and actually move the platform up to here. And we can consider doing that once we start going through here. I was hoping that somebody had left sticks or something. No such luck. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3. This would be the fourth wall. Crap. Let's just do that for the moment. There we go. My inventory is filling up fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the new wall. And then we need to dig back here. And then that will be the new wall. I don't think there are any spots here that zombies can currently spawn. However, I know that spawning is done a little bit different with spawners. Spawners and the spawning numbers and all that on that, it's just a little bit different. So let's do this. And that will be the new wall. No, it won't. Because we also need to then calculate down here. So what exactly did we want to do with it? Did we want to... Did we want to make it so that... Where did that torch come from? Did we want to make it so that the ladder stays exactly where it is, or do we want to make it so that the ladder would walk out onto the roof of these spawners? Out onto the roof would probably be best, because you could then avoid the possibility of mob spawning. Because you're out of the range of the spawner. I'm not sure. It's something that I'm going to have to decide. But I do know that over here, we are only going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the wall. I said this place wasn't safe. I got a feeling the spider's right over there, because you can see the red X. Crap. Let's just do that. I just heard you over that way. And we just wall this in. Knock that out so that if people want to come up here, they can. And that way I could still backfill. Crap. That's going to be the ceiling height. So I want to do that. Let's do that. I hear you. Oh, hi. You can stay there. I'm not interested. All of a sudden, a spider jumps in my face. So, it'll be right here for this wall. As we'll knock that out. I'm soon gonna need to empty my inventory. I guess I kind of came down here with a little bit of a full inventory anyway. I mean, I had some stone bricks on me. That's still weird whenever I see that. It just lights everything up when you're looking at a spawner. Well, let's just knock this out and let's put the ceiling on it. If nothing else, we have the start of a room done up here. And do that. All right. For the moment, let's do that. It's probably actually better to have it there anyway. And we are going to need to continue it that way, down at that height. So 1, 2, 3. That'll be the 4th. Hi. All right. Oh, now where did you go? Did you seriously just fall? And now you're down there. All right. Well, that works out for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There is no way you're that close. So this will be bricks. There. Let's put one here. And exactly how far, so this is as far as we would need to go. Except for the fact we have this. Okay. And that can go away, I don't care. Grab that. For now, we will put that in there. And we will do this. Are you actually gonna jump on my head now? I don't know if you're going to or not. If you're going to, though, I'd like for you to make up your mind. No, I can actually backfill that section. And I don't need to pop that out of the wall. Hi! And we kind of just need to knock this out underneath here. Until we get to that corner bit right there. Not like that. I am a little paranoid of a creeper just walking up on me. Hi. You're not a creeper. Get in there. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put that there. Well, I guess that can kind of work. And I got too much crap in my inventory, so it'd be a bad idea for me to dig out that coal right now. So this will do that. Oh wait, I have 1 brick left. Now I can get the coal. May as well grab it all. I'm gonna seriously come out around there in a moment. And I guess I may as well just stick the... Give it up. Stick the torch there. I keep hearing a spider right here. I have no idea. I know you're down there, but I heard another one. Alright, so this is pretty much the basic idea. Build a big box. Enough that can encompass both spawners. Now, the problem with doing that is we are going to run the risk that the water flow from one of them will not quite reach to both. And like if we run water along this back wall and push them all that way, water will go 8 blocks. Would be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So right here at the edge of this block, the water should stop flowing. If I actually had water, I could theoretically show you by sticking a block here. And anyway, the water will stop flowing right here, in which case this block, like here, would need to be knocked out in order for the water to keep flowing down this way. Now, we could actually do something like that in here, where we only fill this in the amount of space that needs to be done. We start in the corner, we run water that way, and we knock the water down a level each time it needs to be to push the zombies over into this corner. And then they would fall down and they'd join in with the ones that would be in that room. Now, because of the way the zombie spawners work, at least last I remember checking, if you have too many zombies from a spawner, near a spawner, the spawner itself stops activating. So you need to be able to do something with them so that they will stay activating the whole time. The easiest way to do that is to drag all of the mobs from both spawners away from the spawner and then bring them back up, because it works a weird mechanic. So, for example, actually, in theory, I could fill this place with water, and the zombies would bounce around, and they would swim. They would swim. But how could I make it so that the water would flow rather than being still on the top? What we're talking about is actually screwing up the water flow on a lake. That might be an idea, just so that we could try to keep everything as uniform as possible. And for that matter, we could actually dump the baby zombies into a drown pool or something like that. And we'd only be dealing with the 2 high zombies. Now let's think about this while we go upstairs and let's take the dirt. What little dirt we can. Let's take the dirt along. Shut up, zombie. Let's do that. Let me up. So if we did the drown pool idea, we'd want to make sure that the space was given so that the zombies could get out of the pool. We could also stick a villager down there, and that would be villager bait to get them to go toward the villager. And use the own mob pathing AI to get them to where we want them to be. And apparently I still have more bricks. Crap. Is there gunpowder? Is there? No. Is there mushrooms? No. Are there any of these things? Yes. I can take the cobble out of there and the bricks out of there. That'll free up some space. I could put the coal in there and stick that's I want the cobble. I'll take the snowballs. Put the iron in there. Well, what else can I stick in there? I don't know. Yeah. My mind is feeling a little fried at the moment, so... And not in the way that that could be interpreted. Let's see here. No. That. So I guess let's think about this for a moment. I mean, if we make the drown pool. Oh. Yeah. If we make the drown pool. Let's say we do that, and the spawner's in the middle. We'd have to put the water all around it. But how would you get the water to flow across the top? Actually, I might know a way. I'll need to test it and see if it's possible. But for a theory, if you put down, well, let's look at it this way. If you put down a slab of rock here, stone, bricks, whatever, and you dumped the water over it, and then you put then you dug out the stone underneath it, after you put the water over the top of it, the water's still going to keep flowing. But then you could backfill the spot underneath it with water, and in theory, that will be solid water blocks underneath it, but it will be... Yeah, in theory, it'll be running water on top. That might be a way to do this, if we wanted to do it that way. And if nothing else... that might actually work in a different way than what we were thinking. we were talking about the possibility of taking these zombies and pushing them this way. But if we do that water pool idea, we can take these and push them all this way. And then we can have these and push them this way. That might be an interesting mechanic, and I can't say I've ever seen anybody do something like that. Of course, usually they're only dealing with one spawner, so they don't need to think about things like this. We shall see on what we end up doing. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. Helps me out quite a bit. Make sure you come back to see a little bit more of this zombie grinder stuff. If you are interested in alternative ways to do these zombie grinders, I might end up just doing a crusher anyway. Alternatively, I might just do a drop, because we are not doing this for the XP. This is not intended for an XP farm. This is intended just to get the drops themselves, the potential iron, the potato, the carrots, not that we need those either, or the iron, but it's primarily for the zombie flesh, so that we can have a good supply of zombie flesh to go out to those freaking villagers. But that's going to do it for us today, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, as always, have a good one.